And there we go. All right. The last time that the group known as Honorable Mention got together, of badges and bruises, you guys took shelter and a rest at the Stew Pot and Ladle. You guys hear me okay? Right.
And then here comes the deacon.
Within a few moments, Jack Torver showed up with Lord's Alliance documents. Some older versions of the Lord's Alliance documents, but documents nonetheless. Which allowed entrance into the Waterdeep gates. The group began to fill out their documentation, eventually being completed and signed by Jack. You learn that Jack's name is actually Jaquestri Torver. After getting a little bit inebriated, Jack started to loosen his tongue and started to divulge knowledge about Waterdeep.
From the second shot.
It's going on. It's likes and his dislikes about certain aspects of his position. About being part of the Lord's Alliance. As the party headed back to the barracks, they took a rest. Jack got into his bunk, passed out immediately. While in the next room, you guys heard, slaps and all these different activities going on in the next room. Looked to see that there were several different dwarves, several different Lord's Alliance members that were sparring and doing their best to hone their skills. Borak taking his giving this a chance to pick up some other weapon. Picked up a couple of axes. Did a little bit of damage to them, but out of frustration with not having the same maneuverability with his axes, threw them at the dummy, causing damage to himself. At which time, a dwarf engaged Borak, trying to figure out what was stifling his ability to attack at his very best. Eventually, after having a small conversation, Durnik attacked Borak and started to use monk-like capabilities and divulge, try to get a little bit more information about what Borak was up to.
What am I doing?
And whether his soul was headed in the right direction. Eventually, that wrestling match, that melee turned into a bit of a wrestling match and ended with Durnik providing a modicum of advice. As Winter slept, she had a vivid dream of walking down a familiar road, the high road, in fact, to a bustling marketplace. Her silver flowing hair in the wind, and where she noticed 3 lofty spires and buildings just off the other end of the marketplace. She recognizes from her childhood. In fact, she recognized a large 5-story library. However, being woken up from her dream, with an intention of writing down that dream and remembering it, she was unable to. The dream escaping her mind as if it were not her own. The next morning, everyone awakens. Jack takes you upstairs to the administrative offices where Captain Windar and Dornick are waiting. Here they basically set apart Sebastian as a member of the Lord's Alliance. Having not only, been very excited about his willingness to volunteer, but also due to the fact that he is a known acquaintance of Sildar Halwinter, the individual that gave you your first ever job with the organization. As the captain goes over the oath, Sebastian was provided the tenets of this oath, serving the people of Waterdeep above all else, ensuring that fair trade exists between the cities and those under its banner. to ensure the survival of the civilized world and its lawful trade agreements. And they bestowed him, Sebastian, the rank of Stingblade, which is actually the third rank within the organization. Being charged with delicate missions, secrecy of the utmost important fact. At any given moment, these individuals could be given information as important as the masked lord of different factions within the city of Waterdeep, and it's the possible ramifications for divulging these people's not personalities, but these people's identities to others.
Does that technically mean I outrank Jack now?
Nope. No, he's a magistrate. No, he's a magistrate. Yeah, he's a different kind. Let's just put it that way. For now, the group is tasked with completing their primary mission, which is to return Jack Torver back to Waterdeep and to find a member of the Alliance named Lester Silvermane. With that being said, before you guys left the room, Darnik wanted to speak with Borak for a quick moment, requesting that everybody leave the room. Jack, Jack heads out with you. Winter, you leave the room as well.
Who's he talking to? Okay.
As Borak looks you up and down, he's kind of eyeballing all of the different facets of you, Borak. The waistcoat, the cloak, your bracers, anything on you personally. And then he approaches you, very much shorter than you, and he looks up. The battles you seek, why do you seek them?
For honor. And to show my strength where I've lacked it in the past.
Did you
In order to put in the hole, you have to put in the
lose someone? Is there memory that resides in your rages?
Alex.
I lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of those I was in charge of.
To the house like 3 times.
This weapon that you keep, and he points towards your weapon. Do you take it out and show it to him?
He said he reached for it or pointed at it?
Pointed at it.
Okay. He'll take it out a little bit out of his sheath and kind of just set it out for viewing purposes.
Is this orc blood?
Yes, this is orc blood.
The
weapon I forged to slay orcs.
Not that weapon. I'm talking about the other one.
So
he puts it back, and then reaches into his pack, and after messing around for a minute, pulls out Captain Agra's greatsword.
Remind me.
Similar, I think.
Okay.
Do you remember where you picked this object up?
Yes. I found it next to my mentor's corpse. Actually, wait. Nope, that's the hilt I reforged into orc blood, right?
Yep.
Shoot, I can't remember where I found this one.
This one you found at the Forge of Souls. The Forge of Spells in the Wave Echo Cave. Basically underneath the corpse of a bleeding eye orc.
That's right.
One that you did not recognize.
Oh, that's what I said.
Favorite shows.
May I see that?
Sure. And I hand it over.
As you hand over that object for just a moment, you hear in the back of your mind. Actually, what's your active perception?
My perception passive is 10. And then it's +0 for rolling.
Just for a moment, you hear what sounds like muffled guttural voice escape as it's left from your hand. You can't quite understand what it just said, though. He holds the sword and moves his hand over the blade, and suddenly, wafting through this room, you smell the fields of grasses. You've been here before.
Beautiful.
That memory that was just cemented in your mind after he requested it comes to your brain as you remember all those people that you wronged. All those people that you feel you let down. Then you smell the burning of that grass. And remembering of what it was like to not only lose all those individuals and what the field of battle was once like, but the detritus of that battle after the burning of buildings, the burning of grass, the burning of fields wafts through your brain. It reminds you
I grit my teeth and just growl low.
He states, an unobserved captain. A cavern. A door. This was held in the room with many eyes. And then death. The blade all of a sudden rises from his hands, but there's been more than one wielder of this weapon. A mentor of yours, perhaps. An orc with a strong hand, the love of his brother. The love to raise a child. Wielded, yes, by two men. A captain. But also of a mentor of you, Borak. What was that mentor's name?
She went down in pant size.
Oh gosh, I gotta check my notes.
Down in
Mogrosh.
Mogrosh.
Not try.
Yeah.
And as you say that name,
No, try.
that's not the same name that just kind of, escaped the sword.
That doesn't.
This blade whispered to me last night during our battle. May I see the reforged sword? And he hands you back the Captain Agra sword.
Take that one back and just kind of look at it a little bit. Place it in the pack.
Give me
and then both hands.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 7.
7. Again, you for a brush, a moment, like the most lightest of touches on the canvas, the paint just doesn't hit your ear, it doesn't
hit it like that.
come to fruition. You heard something, but you just couldn't hear it clearly.
Just
Do you hand over the?
just like shake my head like there's a bug in my ear, and yeah, I grab out orc blood and say, "This I forged with the help of a smith in Fandolin." I think it was Fandolin.
This is the blade that whispered to me during our battle last night. And once again, the room fills with that smell in the air, but not of the grass, but of the burning and the utter destruction. Do you believe this sword to be cursed?
Part 4, and you laid it on the green.
I know I forged it with the hatred I felt for those that now may be my kin.
Do you know who the previous owner of this weapon was?
I believe this was my broken mentor's sword, Mogrosh.
And once again,
I found it lying next to her corpse.
Once again, he goes through this transformation as he begins to envelop the sword's soul, if there is such a thing. His hands move over the blade. Yet, this time, the room fills with the smell of cooking food. And you recognize, in the deep recesses of your mind, Borak,
Okay.
you recognize this smell of food of when you were a child. When you wield this sword, the rage that envelops you commands that you continue to use this object. Is that not
I got our
correct?
birdie. You get
Is that not true?
Yes. And sometimes, if something hits me, I don't stop until it's dead.
This curse is not a curse.
Not looking out for the next.
It's a piece of pained soul that has latched itself onto the sword and onto you.
Beautiful.
Same rage that you feel
Beautiful.
is felt within this object.
Look at that. Giraffe.
The road takes you to Waterdeep. While there, I wish you to seek out the Order of the Sun. See if I can find it on the map.
Order of the Sun.
It's right there. Okay.
Yes.
The Monastery and Order of the Sun. Seek out Dumak. He's a cranky Githzerai warrior, also known as the Monastery Ghost, to some. In the meantime, when your mind is still, try whispering to your sword, and he hands it back to you. Give me another perception roll as you grab onto the hilt.
All right. 6. It's not a very perceptive fella.
Yeah. As you hold on to what you once believed to be the sword of your mentor, now doubt fills your mind. As the two identical swords now in your possession, you wonder to yourself, to whom does one belong, and to whom does the other belong? And why is it
Hey, yo.
you can use one of them
Wait, what?
so readily, but with so much hatred,
Said it like in the
and
sentence.
why the other does not possess that same
Happy got it.
aspect to it? He leaves
What will this ghost teach me?
A little bit right.
And he leaves.
and he leaves the room.
Perfect. Ah,
All right.
my mentor did that too. And then I'll return to the party.
So, for the next 3 days, the group is going to begin wandering towards the south. Thornhold is about 48 hours away from Waterdeep, so it's going to take nearly 1 to 2 rests before you get there, probably midday, mid-afternoon, depending on how well things go. However, as the party begins to head south, once again, you are on this gigantic plateau that seems to just slowly descend down towards the cliffs, towards the... I can't remember what the ocean is called. The Trackless Sea? Yeah, it looks like the Trackless Sea. Towards the Trackless Sea, so hundreds of feet down, off to your right-hand side, are these just immense cliffs that go down. However, which road is this one? The high road. The high road continues southward. Every so often, you guys run past different types of caravans. You see individuals that are flaunting their wares whenever they get their chance. What's everybody's passive perception?
Can't remember anything.
16.
16.
And
Look at those.
11.
The majority of the time, Sebastian, you see different monikers. Not ones that you get to see all that often. Just indications of a harper, or actually no, not a harbor, of Emerald Enclave members that are walking up the way. Lots of Lord's Alliance members, ones that show their badge or their depiction or whatever it might be in full view, so that people recognize that this is a produce, whatever it might be, heading north under the blanket, under the security that is the Lord's Alliance. As you guys head further south, go ahead and give me somebody roll a d20 for me.
Winter.
Vinta.
Bird is coming.
My rolls have been so crappy lately.
You looked at this. You looked at that time.
5.
5.
Are you and Borak tonight?
Right?
5, 6, and 7.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d8 as well.
Yeah, beating the crap out of Yuji.
4.
4. Okay. So as you are walking down this high road,
There's a lot of things.
after nearly 4 or 5 hours, so it's getting around lunchtime, you guys set up a tiny little camp, and every like 15 minutes, every 20 minutes, it's somebody else passing by. They make little gestures. They, say hello to you. They maybe nod a few times. Sebastian, you notice that off of this beaten path, there are different little pathways that head off to the northeast towards the Sword Mountains. They don't necessarily, they're not noticeably ascending to anywhere in particular, but it's more of a, like a walking path that you might see every so often up a canyon or something like that. But other than that, you guys take like an initial first, 15, 20 minute rest to eat some food, and then go back on your way if you'd like.
Sounds good.
I think I'm good, yeah.
All along with the party.
All right, as you continue to head south, go ahead and give me another d20 roll, somebody.
Sebastian or Borak, you roll.
Sebastian.
$15.
15. So after walking the way for a little bit longer, especially with your passive perception there, Sebastian, you get a good look at one of the caravans that's heading north, and it looks to be a Xantarum group. Lots of tidy individuals walking here and there, just around this caravan. They've got lots of little knickknacks that are like banging off to the left and off the right of their caravans, and they're going very, very close together, and one by one, like 5 deep, right? You do notice an interesting type amongst the group, though. She does look halfling in stature, but the whiskers kind of give it away. Like that's weird. Why is there like a halfling with kind of whiskers? And as you look a little bit closer, you notice that they have more of a snout than of like a nose or anything like that. It's more snoutish.
Do I recognize the creature?
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You kind of wonder to yourself if this individual has some kind of malady, and you're kind of like, yeah, what kind of malady would do something like that? And you're leaning towards like either magical something like that has occurred to her, and then it dawns on you. You think that's a were-rat. That's a person that got that's a person that got bit by a rat and turned into a were-rat.
I'll share that information with Borak. You ever seen a were-rat before?
What? I didn't know that was possible.
I think we should ask.
Why
him
would
about
you want to be... Wait, do they get to choose?
I don't know.
Yeah, why'd you want to be one of those?
Yeah, but they
Let's
never,
ask him.
they never explain
That's
why
food.
he does everything. Everything.
They're about 15, 20, 30, 45 paces away from you now, right now. As you
Yeah,
have your
Sebastian, go
conversation.
ask.
Hey,
Or
what do you
Winter.
think?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll as you go back.
They might have
No
feelings.
residents.
12.
12. By this time, like they've darted across, and you really can't see where they're at. You make a gesture, and like 4 or 5 people like turn around and all look at you, but none of them look like they are the person in
What is that thing?
particular that you're looking for.
You should say what Jude just said.
What do you say? I can't hear him, so
He said, "What is that thing?" I just thought that it worked great.
what is that
But
thing?
anyway,
Yeah, you guess.
Does anybody say that?
Sure.
As the last little caravan is moving away from you, you hear some lady like, "Hey, just leave her alone. There's nothing wrong with her."
I have
They-
questions.
Look, she got bit by a rat a long time ago. She's been in this state. It just happens to be that time of the month.
Okay.
I told you
That-
she might have feelings.
They're still going. They're still moving. You guys are just now in the middle of the road, like staring off in the distance. Like, that was weird.
that was pretty weird. Think we'll run into more of those creatures where we're going.
This just means you're so stupidly broken that no one can actually fight you.
Maybe.
Unless you yourself is special.
Wonder if we should make sure not to get bit by any rats.
Even Gato gets absolutely whooped.
That was a Marissa.
Anyway.
That was a Marissa, by the way. That was your sister.
Marissa?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's Marissa.
nice.
All right, as you
Great.
guys continue to head south, it starts getting dark.
She's in a traveling band.
Number one, give me a D100 roll and let me know how you guys want to camp.
Am I up on rolls?
We
D100.
That guy died, right? Yeah, this guy died.
33.
33. All right.
1/3.
As you guys start to get together and set up your little camp,
Yeah.
the
No.
the sun begins to descend on that big, huge expanse of sea off to your west. And it's a beautiful sight. Clear skies above you, nothing wrong. And within about 5 or 10 minutes of you guys setting up camp, a 6-horse, 2-caravan
Actually, no, Gojo is step one. He's literally
group comes upon you and
can't tell the other.
starts to slow down in the same area that you guys are sleeping at or staying.
What's that? That's a
A human man gets down. Alliance members heading north to Thornhold. I've got some product to take there and to Leyland. Is it okay if we stay here as well as spend the night?
He's the son. He's not the son.
I don't see any problem with it. You guys aren't looking to
So are these two.
No,
Mug anyone, right?
Because-
no, not at all, not at all.
Emblem.
We've got just caravans full of sheep that were taken up north. You might hear some bleeding during the night, but other than that, we're relatively quiet.
This guy's a freak.
Yeah,
Inside
come and
him.
join our fire, maybe. Oh, do you guys care? And I look at you two.
Yeah, 'cause you found a girl that can get
Can I insight check that guy? See if
Yeah.
he's being truthful.
Go ahead.
freaky. Oh, I can't reveal that. Never mind.
23.
23. Yeah, he's being honest and forthright, and in fact, like, by the time that you guys have said anything, he's already starting to, like, pull out some, like, a big, huge stew pot. Takes out this big, huge stew pot. He takes out, like, two big, huge lamb thighs and starts setting up a campfire, and within moments, even though technically speaking, Sebastian, you can't really smell how good it is, but Borak, you're grumbling in the stomach. It smells fantastic, as he's like, I've got some mutton for you. You willing to share?
Definitely willing to share. I might not have much, but maybe some stories.
I ain't got not much for stories. The
I'll
only
give him
thing,
10 gold.
Which one? No,
why just you hand over 10 gold pieces to him?
Yeah, is this enough for sharing?
Well, thank you. I mean, this will plenty cover it. I mean, that's awfully thoughtful of you. Actually,
Well, if my green friend can be happy with his belly there, we'll be okay.
I'm going to give you a renown for that one.
Renowned for handing out random money.
Right.
Hey, Sebastian, I heard that you give loans that you don't expect to be paid back.
Not always.
Go ahead and give me.
Can I?
Go ahead and give me a deception roll there, Borak. If you're playing that in game, it's awesome. I just want to know.
Absolutely. It's a 12.
He looks over at you. He's like, it's funny. That's a good one. That's a good one there. No, it's really appreciative. I mean, this is, I'm going to get up to there out of Helm's Hold in no time, and probably be able to replenish my whole herd within a couple of weeks instead of taking a couple of months. This is going to be fantastic. Much appreciated. What was the name of the group again?
He would touch you.
I can't
Nothing
remember our
fancy,
name
just
right now.
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mention. It's it's great to meet you. Once again. Oh shoot, what was this guy's name? Crap.
Oh my gosh, I didn't write it down.
That's Lyndon.
What's his name?
This is. I did give it to you. It's just that I've turned like 3 different pages. Let's go with Benji. My name's Benji.
Good to meet you, Benji. That shit smells amazing.
And after the course of 30 minutes, an hour, the meal is cooked. It is all ready to be eaten. Borak, you're pretty full there.
I'm in the middle, or I'm at the tail end of telling a story that absolutely nobody is interested in, and everybody has tried to maybe interrupt me, but I'm not letting them do that, or maybe they're enthralled. I don't know. And I say the ending, and I'm like, and so because Greta bared her teeth, she saved her whole village, and then died a few weeks later. She didn't find meat.
Thanks for the story, there, Borak. Is that a culture thing? I think that's a culture thing, isn't it?
He confuses us all.
Yes.
It's the best story in my orc camp.
You know what?
Whatever we.
I did see
We're
that.
gonna need a few drinks after after a story like that, maybe we'll start to understand a little bit better after a few drinks. And he pulls out a couple of bottles of wine and pop. After a few more minutes, few more moments, maybe an hour goes by as the fire starts to die down. You guys could take a long rest. Let's go ahead and go through who wants to take first watch. Jack
I'll
will
take all the watches.
Jack will stay up for the first one.
I can rest while still seeing and hearing, so I'll take all watch while you guys rest.
How does he make that?
I would
Maybe
like.
they want time by themselves, Sebastian.
It's not edited, by the way.
By this time,
That's
Benji-
Why did you do that?
What'd you say again?
Borak?
Oh, I was echoing what Holly said, or what Winter said. Yeah, what if we
Maybe
want
they
time
want
to ourselves?
themselves.
You don't do that resting?
I mean, are you asking me? Because my wife and I, we don't really do stuff like that. Just in the privacy of our own homes. If that's what you're saying. If you're talking about something else, I'm completely oblivious. It's okay. I'm just gonna go off and thatch my and put up my horses, and we'll just leave bygones be bygones.
No, you're
Okay,
welcome
good luck
to
with
stay.
your
See-
bygones, Benji.
He goes. Benji takes off and he starts lashing up his horses to the to his caravans. You do hear a little bit of bleeding at first. You know, he starts throwing some food in there and getting them a little bit better fed, and then they start to calm down.
Do you mean to say, Sebastian, that you don't hear blood-curdling screams and hellfire when you're asleep?
No.
Or feel the glory of battle and enemies' blood gushing through your teeth?
Do you have some unresolved trauma?
Yeah, Sebastian, do you have some unresolved trauma?
You're kidding.
I do not.
So cute, dude.
I figured you were aiming it at Borak.
Oh
but
yeah.
Michael thought it would be more funny.
The sad thing is, and Jack chimes in. Well, you can't tell because like his face doesn't move. It doesn't. There's no expression. How you're supposed to be able to find some insightfulness about Sebastian, huh?
Yeah, Sebastian's a machine.
Jack
He
starts
doesn't
to,
know the word enigma.
Jack Torber starts unrolling his bedroll and is getting ready for bed.
Well, if you've got all the watches, I'm gonna go take a tinkle about 5 minutes that way towards the woods.
That's oddly specific.
If you need time, that's fine. Just let me know.
All right.
And yeah, he's gonna go and do what Durnick mentioned.
Okay.
Go talk to my sword and contemplate soul stuff.
All right.
But we can handle that in text or something later if we need to.
So, Sebastian, you guys started getting set up. Winter, what are you doing?
Librarian about to catch a wave.
I'm just sitting by a fire. I'm assuming we have one.
Yep, the fire is set. The embers are going down just a little bit, but it's still a good fire.
I'm gonna try to see if I can remember anything from that interesting dream I had.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check. You have to do it at disadvantage this time. Okay. Okay.
11.
All right. So the dream comes back to you just a little bit, and you start to just go into your little your little happy place for just a few moments as you start to walk through what you once knew was the city of Waterdeep. You see that same marketplace. It's just off of the high road. halfway into the city, up the hill, headed towards the Castle Ward district. The hair, as your hair was blowing in the wind, it seemed gray. It seemed white. It seemed so your hair, but you couldn't see your face. But you do remember that little bit of what is in Waterdeep, known as the Font of Knowledge. It is also the Temple of Ogma, the largest public library in the city.
I'm going to write it down so I don't forget.
Yep, Font of Knowledge is the name of it.
I hate the guy that took over you. I'm so happy when he got murdered.
All right, Sebastian, you are contemplative for the first few seconds of you going into your deep sleep state, worrying about like those, 4 or 5 different rules and regulations that you need to abide by as you head south towards Waterdeep. In the meantime, Borak, how far away from the campsite do you go?
I'm gonna walk for about 5 minutes.
Oh, for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your passive insight?
Passive
perception, I mean?
Passive perception's 10.
10. Okay. As you head into, or out towards, do you want to head, so you can go northeast.
I'd head more...
You don't want to go west,
more,
you'll fall off the cliff.
Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd head more eastern. If there's any sort of woods or like anything like that,
okay,
I'd kind of go to that area, assuming that maybe I'd feel a bit more at home there.
Do you have dark vision?
60.
60 feet. Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, good. It's above a 10. 13.
13. As you start to walk towards the east, yes, you do see like a little clearing of just, tall, slender, almost quaking aspen like trees off in the distance, and you start heading towards that direction. Yeah, there's no light coming from it or anything like that, but you do notice that this is kind of an undulating plateau. That as you got closer to this area, you noticed how well hidden it was because of how long the undulation takes to get there. So like one undulating hill can just stop you from seeing the next mile, the next 2 miles, or anything that might be hidden. So all of a sudden these things just appear out of nowhere as you go towards it.
Okay. As I kind of get closer and I'm a bit further away, feel like I'm out of eye shot, for lack of a better word, I'm going to light up my torch and kind of walk.
Too loud.
And then with the intent of once I find a spot that I'm going to sit down, maybe place it in the ground and like take out orc blood.
All right. Are you going to the restroom first?
No, I don't have to go.
Okay.
That was what we call a lie.
Give me a constitution check. I was kidding. As
Deception check.
right. Yes. As you place your sword into the ground, you grabbed orc blood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're now in this little meadow just to the east. And just outside, just out to the southwest of the Sword Mountains. You start to contemplate what that little monk dwarf dude just told you. And you're confused by it. You're just like, okay, let's focus. Let's hyper focus. Like, let's try and think. He wanted me to talk to it. He just wants me to whisper to it. He just wants me to say something. Like, is that going to do anything? What do you want to do?
Right. So I'll kind of stare at it intently, like looking deep into maybe one of the scrapes that have shown on the blade.
Right.
Um,
And you see that little marking
then-
on it. You see, like, there is some semblance of what was a break, what was a tear, what was a rip in this sword. And it was either done... Actually, with your background, go ahead and give me... Let's do a survival.
Okay.
The tensile strength, and go ahead and give you an advantage. The tensile strength of what you know this sword had the capabilities of sustaining.
Nat 20 for a 23.
Here's a trend. Here's a trend on how I handle this situation.
You've seen notched swords before. You've seen blades rent asunder by the strength and the ferocity of a blow. They've never broken in the manner that this sword had been broken. The pure intent of the breakage to this sword was deliberate versus, any environmental, any battlefield engagement.
I start to notice that I think I know what I'm going to whisper, and I kind of lean in a little bit closer, and I say, "What broke you?"
Go ahead and give me
So
a perception roll with advantage.
So I know that's not from the original author.
Okay, first one's a 4, second one's a 15. So 15.
You can finally hear with clarity the words Grathur. Grathur. Grha apostrophe Thul. Grathur.
I wasn't fast enough to type it, so maybe you can send it later, but I will do phonetic for now.
Phonetic. There it is.
Does that have any sort of significance to me?
Go ahead and, you were a young buck. Go ahead and give me a history check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, really good. 12.
12. A long time ago, you decided to change your name to Vengeance. It's more because you didn't understand what the word put together meant, but still. But before that, you were known as Borak, right? And you kind of delve deep into your consciousness or your history of who used to call me Borak. Is that Mogrosh? Morgrosh used to call me.
Mogrosh. Mm-hmm.
And you're like, it's Mogrosh used to call me a name. I can't remember what it was. And unfortunately now you gotta pee.
All right. I kind of put this away and go like, what the hell did this talk to me? And I gently put it back and then run off and go pee and then hurry back to camp.
Okay. Around this same time that our boy is out in the forest going through his nightly, whatever you want to call it. Sebastian, off in the distance, towards the east, you, just for a moment, like your whole entire body, like, and about the time that you pee, Borak, you notice that your stream just went off to the side just a little bit, like something shook.
Uh-oh.
And as you turn around to like run back to the party, you start to notice something off the distance. It's not a speck of a thing, but you feel the trembling underneath your feet as you begin to head back south towards the encampment. Sebastian, your awareness like kicks in. You know something's going on. You have now moved or bobbed or whatever it might be various times as something is near.
I'll whisper to Jack and Winter, on your guard.
Yeah, he got
All right. With on your guard being the operative word, go ahead and give me your initiative rolls.
19.
21.
17 for me, I think.
I will send you guys the link.
Oh, not Keezer. What's his name? Nice guy. I'm Keezer.
All right, so Borak 17, Sebastian 19, Winter 21. All right,
Yes.
I'll go ahead and get Jack into the mix.
No, for no.
All right, that's a 20.
No, like actually, I don't remember what's happening.
All right, Winter, you are first. Let's go ahead and let me get this thing over here. All right. So there is the pot of whatever, the big, huge, whatever. Here's Jack. Here's Sebastian, already in sentinel mode. Borak, you are away, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to just like reverse this, or maybe, yeah, let's do this.
What did Bro do?
Let's say that you're just right about there.
What did Bro do?
All right, Winter, you haven't been able to, you don't see anything yet, as it's your opportunity to engage whatever might be coming towards you, and it is rumble as you're just about ready to lay down to go to bed.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna mold earth just a little rock right in front of me.
Okay. You're gonna mold earth just like a barrier, or are you going for like an actual
kind of
object?
like a barrier. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right. Jack is going to head out into this little brush over here, and he'll go ahead and just use his stealth ability to try and hide. That's not too bad. That's a 29. And he's going to hold his action in case anything comes within, range. With his light crossbow, it's 80 feet. So, all right, Sebastian, what would you like to do?
I'm going to... Is it dark? Dark?
It's dark. It's dark out.
I'm going to cast Dancing Lights, and I'm going to place them one at max range, and then half range, and then quarter range. In the direction I think I hear the sound.
Dancing lights?
Yeah.
Okay. With your passive perception, you know for a fact that it's coming towards the east. All right. So we want to do dancing lights of some sort.
Yeah. So it's 4 different orbs of light that give dim light and 10-foot radius.
All right. So where do you want them?
In the direction that I hear the sounds, as far as I can get it, which is 120 feet.
All right, so you get 120 feet, so there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So you can get it all the way over here. There's dancing lights right there, and then you want to do a halfway dancing lights right there, right?
Yep, and then I'll do one on each side of the clearing right there, the treeway.
To the north or to the south?
North and south, where like the bushes kind of make that like natural gate.
Is there 4 of them, right? Dancing lights?
Yeah, 4.
Right, so something like that, and then somewhere like that. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. As you unleash the dancing lights that are right down here, and pretty far past the lights, but coming towards you is this hulking monstrosity of a giant.
He looks beautiful.
Oh yay!
Now that he's in the clear, and I forgot to bring this with him.
As a bonus action, can I cast a message?
Messages action.
It's not. Yeah, some. Never mind. I was got that one. That's it.
Alrighty. Borak, you're up.
All right. About how far away am I? Am I off the screen technically?
I'd say you're quite a ways away from them.
Okay.
You know, I'd say that you're, all the way out here somewhere.
Okay. I'm just going to dash and beeline it back to the group. Regardless of what else I hear, what I hear elsewhere, having all those memories flooded back into me today, I'm like, I need to be there this time.
All right, so 80 feet.
Yes, 80 feet.
So 80 feet gets. Let's say that 80 feet gets you all the way down into the clearing.
It does not want to move, does it?
Well, and like either you're moving it or I'm moving it. So there we go.
I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
Anyway, and yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right. Yes, this is just not wanting to move at all. Is it?
They're telling us to shut the door. Yeah, and you're like, bro.
Yeah, shoot. Let's just do this.
No, you didn't get the choice. I had to shut it.
There you go. All right. So you're an arrow there, and that's there. So yeah, you get within the dancing lights, and you can see a little bit better now as you're coming towards the campfire. All right. All of a sudden, for Jack, Sebastian, and Winter, flung from the wow. It's not. Is it 10? It must be 10. Flung from the forest. All of a sudden, all these big, huge blocks of trees start flying in your guys' direction. I need the 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws. So Winter, Sebastian, and Jack. Winter, you get it with advantage because you molded the earth right in front of you really quickly.
14.
And Jack got a 21. What about Winter? And yeah, so just to see if you get nat 20. Okay, so dirty 20. All right. As they fly toward you, Sebastian, Winter, you take 2 points of damage, and luckily, since Jack is, because of what he is, he takes no damage from a dexterity saving throw. So 2 points of damage for each of you, Winter and Sebastian, as you succeeded. As the logs now just cascade and fly over your head, nearly taking out the horses off to the right-hand side, as this hulk of a hill giant starts heading towards the party and just growls and he says something. Did anybody speak giant?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No.
He garbles something as he's coming towards you guys. Winter, you're up, and I'll go ahead and let Jack get off his shot since he got within 80 feet. So
hate when Island doing things.
14 to hit. Does hit. So there's 6 points of damage plus his sneak attack. Aw. So 17 points of damage as Jack lets loose from the bushes. Alright, Winter, what'd you like to do?
I'll hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Your thing is no longer there. Your rock is gone. So,
Okay.
um,
I'll throw a Eldritch Blast at him.
alright, go ahead and roll the attack.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, don't you get 2 Eldritch Blasts or 1?
Bro, I'm sorry.
Oh, I
I'm
do
sorry.
get 2.
You can literally see them right before.
First one is 6 damage. The second one is 10 to hit.
10 misses.
Okay, so just
All right.
6 damage.
Alright, so a good amount of damage, fair amount of damage comes off of him as your Eldritch Blast, like a shotgun or a rifle blast, just goes out towards the hill giant, just careening off of his shoulder and making him slow down for just a moment. Anything else that you want to do?
I'll try to move back a little bit.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, well, go up 1.
1 square. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Alright. Jack is going to do the same thing again. Sebastian, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages on myself, and then I'm going to yell out to the giant, "Why are you attacking us?"
Alright. One second.
Yeah, you can't. Mary.
Okay. Jack lets loose another arrow. It's a 19 to hit, which does hit. It does. Ooh, wow. 10 plus 7 is 27 points of damage. As he hits the big oaf as he's coming towards you.
I just realized I got.
Alright. So you state, well, why are you coming towards us?
Why are you attacking us?
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. Borak, you're up.
All right.
What is October?
10.
November.
Let's see. At this point, I need to get the board out. I'm gonna. You know what? I think I'm going to beeline it again, straight over here. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You know what? I'll just go my full 40 movement speed to get about here. Shout out to Sebastian and be like, "What's going on? Are you chopping logs?" Completely oblivious to the hill giant.
All right.
And then, yeah, if there's no answer from that, then I'll just kind of hold my action. If anything comes within 5 feet of me, I'll attack it.
Okay. He starts to run towards you, and seeing you, he throws... you didn't realize that he had it in his hand, but all of a sudden he throws this lob of something towards you, Borak. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. All of a sudden you are covered in his number 2. As this bludgeoning force of 18 damage smacks up against you.
That shit hurts. Literally.
Oh. Just for flavor, I will literally fall prone.
Right. You fall prone to the... Not only that, you have the poison condition for this round. And he uses the rest of his And you hear him say, as he's rushing forward in the light, he says, Sebastian, wood sheep. All right.
Oh, jeez.
Winter, you're up.
I must throw a third level fireball at him.
Okay. I was hoping somebody would polymorph him into a sheep. That'd be awesome. But anyway.
Oh, I don't know if I have
I don't know how
polymorph.
Nobody does. Nobody does.
Dang.
All right.
Isn't that a 5th level?
Yeah, it's like polymorph or something like that. Yeah. All right. So you want to go shoot. Is that 15 feet?
It's a 20-foot sphere.
It's a 20-foot sphere, but 20 feet across,
Yeah.
that's 10. That's like this.
Area says 20 feet.
An area of 20 feet? Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right, Mike?
Yeah.
Why am I
I'm trying to remember. Isn't it 2 pi r squared?
20-foot radius sphere
There
centered
you
on that point.
20-foot radius
So
sphere?
it's 40 foot wide, 40 foot diameter.
All right. And are you going to try and put it behind so you don't hit vengeance?
Yeah.
All right. So you can see that area. All right, go ahead and nothing. I have to make a dex save throw. All right, to describe how you let loose.
I just put my hands kind of in like a sphere, shaping a ball, and the bigger it gets, the more I'm moving my hands, and then I just kind of throw it right at the giant.
What's the DC on that?
15.
Oh wow, he made it! Holy crap! All right, so you let loose, and he takes 15 points of damage. Right.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, from behind him, you hear this absolute concussive force of fire as it envelops the entire area. Nothing gets singed or nothing gets burned, but the Borak, for a few seconds, you get a whiff of burnt
Burned your nose hairs.
grass in your nose. You just smelt this morning. All right. Anything else, Winter?
No. I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. At this point, you start to see. Oh shoot! Why did I forget his name?
I have it.
It was a good one too, Benji. You see Benji start to move the horses and the caravans away from what's going on as best as possible, but he doesn't get very far. All right. So that was Winter. Jack is next. Sebastian, you're up.
Okay.
So Jack gets a 26 as he moves a little bit further into the bushes to let loose. What would you like to do, Sebastian?
As a bonus action, I'm going to call back all of my dancing lights and have them swirl brightly around the giant's face.
Okay. All right. So now all of a sudden he's just enveloped in this light.
Yep, just kind of want him to be like blinded as they swirl around him.
Okay.
And
What's
my
your
action-
DC roll for just your spell DC?
That's what he actually said.
My spell DC is 14.
14. Okay, I'm going to say that because the lights are right in his face, he cannot, like, he failed his perception roll of seeing past it. So yeah, it will bug him.
Okay. And then I will take a firebolt, and I'm going to just try to go right at his face with it too.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Disadvantage on that
For you or for him?
for me, because I'm trying to aim right at his face with my firebolt.
If anything, I would say it would add AC to his.
Okay.
If you're actually calling your shot, then I'm going to add something to it.
11.
Okay. That one misses by itself on regular armor class. So, where are you headed?
I'm going to move backwards a little bit to
Okay.
like here.
All right. So you get right behind that. Borak, you are up, but you're prone. You got 20 feet worth
All
of
right.
movement if you stand up.
Borak, you smell like shit.
I'm going to stand up and just look at everything on my body, and then that burning grass wafts into my nose, and I immediately just let instincts take over, whip out my sword. I'm going to bonus action rage, and I'm going to run full speed at the hill giant.
Okay.
And I'm going to go in for 2 attacks.
All right.
First, do I need to do anything being that close to the...
Jack attacks as well, and he nat 20s. So let's add a bunch of flavor to this. So there's 10
Heck yeah.
plus his crit damage on... So he just did 34 points of damage. What did you roll?
22 to hit.
22 to hit does hit.
Don't I have to do it with disadvantage as poison?
You do, because you're poisoned. You're poisoned until his turn.
Does he get advantage on attacks since he's pretty much blinded?
Ultimately, he would be somewhat of a disadvantage right now because of that blindness, and he hasn't moved away from it. So yeah, we'll take the 22 as your first one, and your next one that you rolled, you can use as not disadvantage.
That's the second attack.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'll go in with 2 swipes as I'm raging, kind of just come down one-handed with the 2-handed sword because I'm just fresh into it, and then grab 2 hands and go right into the knee, or at least knee, maybe. I don't know.
You go and whack into the knee. What'd you roll? How much damage?
10 damage.
10 points of damage. You slice through the ACL tendon as you just see this. Like you actually hear the pop. Like a huge rubber band all of a sudden being de-elasticated from his knee. He falls to the ground. What would you like to do next?
And then that second attack, 14 damage on that. Oh, sorry, it was an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. 18 does hit.
Okay, and yeah, I'll just kind of like push the sword in a jab, I guess.
How do you want to do it? You killed him.
Oh, sick. So I slice through the tendon, and he kind of falls down a little bit, and then as he's on his way down, I shove the sword into him, and I know Jack shot the arrow too. So
yeah. The I think it's crossbow. Is that what he shot?
Oh yeah, crossbow.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, just this deadly force of a crossbow just whacks into the side of his body, and you see just like this blush of blood come out from an artery that he just hit. But then your ACL tear, along with the just blade that gets pushed straight through his skull, as the hill giant drops and falls to the ground. No issue whatsoever for honorable mention. The dancing lights are still just propelled there as you guys are now looking at this battlefield that you just finished up on.
How far?
I leave for 5 minutes, and you guys get attacked by a big thing.
We all got attacked by a big thing.
Borak, you need to keep your space, buddy.
I'll go wash off.
I bet you anything it was the smell of my delicious mutton. I do apologize. I don't know if that's why it happened. But I'm sure grateful that I stayed here the night instead of going down the way.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on Borak and make him smell like some lavender.
All right.
But I'm still covered in crap.
Right.
And make him look clean, I guess.
Like the old school noise from Looney Tunes. All of a sudden there's this that happens, and Borax got this lavender scent, cleaned him up a little bit. It smells a little bit better. There's still a big pile of dookie just off the side of the encampment.
I guess that's not the first time you've been shit-faced.
That's a good joke.
Winter, go ahead and remove an inspiration.
Almost right.
No, actually, in the background, you hear that was a good one. Gain a little bit more renown there, Winter, with that pun.
It's epic. I'm gonna go find somewhere to take a bath,
All
even
right.
if it's just to go roll around in some dirt.
Yeah, go
Kick
ahead
it
and give me exploratory check. So I'd say let's do survival. Let's do survival out in this wilderness. Maybe you'll have a good motion.
Boy, 8.
8.
Probably find some urine to go bathe in.
How long are you gonna look?
I'm basically just gonna look around, like in these trees around here. I'm not gonna go as far out as I just was.
All right. So you go out and you start looking around just for a few minutes. There's not much around here in the way of water of that magnitude. At one point you start looking at your own water skin, thinking, man, I could just if I just wash me off with that'd be good. And then you cross the road to the west and you start looking down and you're like, I could survive that, right? I could survive jumping 150 feet down. Like, what if I was a goldfish? And then you're like, no, I better not.
What if I was a goldfish?
Do you get that joke?
Is that the whole concept of like you should be able to throw a goldfish in any depth of water and it'll survive or something crazy?
No, that was Marisha. Marisha changed into a goldfish as a druid.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, thinking, oh, if I dash upon the rocks, then I'll be fine because it will be the goldfish that takes all the damage. But then Matt's like, no, the goldfish takes the damage up to. Yeah, it carries over to you. And she jumps like 500 feet, I think, something like that. And so it does like 180 points of damage, so she dies. It's like,
oh my gosh,
you just crash upon the rocks, like, yeah.
That's great. She should have turned into something with more HP.
Yeah, it's like you should have turned into a bird. Like, of all the things that you can turn into, a flying.
She had flying speed at that time.
She had flying stuff. This was like Ev level 18, 17. She was more than able to do that. Anyway,
with the lack of options and getting probably a little too close to the cliffs, I'll just maybe take some bark and some trees and try and scrape it off. And then once I've got the majority of it, I'll douse myself with water. Maybe go and bug
Didn't
winter.
you get washed off by prestidigitation?
Maybe a bit, but I wanted more clean.
It can take it all off. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah. So if there's still a smell and that stuff, I'll bug winter. Winter, I tried hard. I did my best.
All right.
You don't smell too much different.
All right. As you guys go into Sentinel mode, the party lays down to go to bed. Well, one more time, Sebastian, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Natural 20.
Okay, natural 20. You are astute the rest of the night. You are making sure that no other hill giants are on their way in this direction. Like, you can perceive everything that's going on. Not only that, you're actually kind of surprised that there aren't more of those individuals, more hill giants. That, you know, it's one thing to be like an Etten or something with very little knowledge. You know for a fact that these guys like to go in groups. And so it's a little bit weird that the giants, there's not more of them. Everybody takes a long rest, and you guys wake up in the next morning. So, it was good to meet you all. Honorable mention again, was it? Yeah, thanks again. Is there anybody who you want me to say hi to when I get to Thornhold, Leylon?
We know people there, right? We just came from Thornhold, huh?
Yeah, this is the captain that lives there.
Vertical protein.
And then at Leylon, there's the one chick. Can't remember her name. Leylon.
Just let them know how great honorable mention was. Wherever you go.
Oh, that's right. There was Galio, and there was the one chick. I can't remember her name. Will do. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful travels. Hope you enjoy your time in Waterdeep. Try not to be a stranger if you ever see me. Be careful when you're down there. There's lots of rumors of different things that are going on. You know. Try to be a little bit inconspicuous, if you know what I'm saying. And he heads on out.
Thank you for your soup. Goodbye.
That was some good soup. All right.
Good soup.
All right, go ahead and give me D100 roll, Borak.
It is coming through. 50.
50. Okay. So, the first part of the travel from Thornhold to what is ostensibly about right here. It's been, pretty good weather. Luckily for everybody in the group, right about now, all of a sudden, heading towards the north, comes a good amount of rain showers. It does make the road a little bit muddy, but it does make Borak a little bit less smelly.
Winter, can't you do something about this deluge?
Nope.
I
Can't you do something about this deluge, Winter?
Maybe.
Do I
I
see
threw
any
you a
flowers
bone.
along the way?
You want to try
You're
anything?
supposed to say.
Do you see any flowers? Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Natural one. Can't get over the smell.
Natural one.
I'll make him smell like lavenders again.
I don't know. I think as that pops into your mind, as you start looking around for different types of flowers, you see what is it called? It's like a weed, like skulkin or something like that. Is the name of the weed, and you start looking over at that, and like your mind automatically goes from skull to troll to giant, and then you get fixated on that. Like, why was that a lone giant out in the middle of nowhere? And then, unfortunately, you stop looking for any flowers. What were you looking for there, Winter? Oh yeah, did you want to prestidigitate the?
Yeah, I want to make him smell like lavender again.
You want to make it smell like lavender? Yeah. With all of the water, basically washing off of his body, it smells a little bit better. I mean, other than Borak's BO, he smells pretty good.
You don't smell like a wet dog anymore.
This is my body. I don't know, something. I'm not quick enough on that.
An instantaneous or harmless sensory effect, such as shower of sparks, a puff of wind, an odd odor. Yeah. So for a finite amount of time, he smells good, and then that goes away to the normal Borak smell.
Ah, my natural musk. This will attract me many mates.
It keeps raining for the duration of the morning and the mid-afternoon. It is early afternoon as you guys continue to walk, head south on the high road, and you're noticing a gradual descent from this plateau that happens to be up here. The Sword Mountains start to dissipate, much like looking over at Wellsville, all the way down to the area that heads over to Box Elder, right? It slowly starts to descend into a much less just jutting up mountains. But you're still on this plateau that as you now reach about this area right in here, you can see pretty far. Faerun is not flat; it's curved. It's a sphere.
Darn it! I thought it was flat. Kind of weird about that hill giant throwing poop and everything, huh?
Isn't that what hill giants do?
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
I've never met one.
Maybe he just thought,
I
he's
hope.
pooped something out like you before.
even Jack Torber gets a little chuckle out of that comment.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but he'd never poop something like me out again.
Yes, Jack actually grabs like a bottle or something like that to take a drink out of, and he's like, "That was bigger than me." Starts drinking. All right, go ahead, Winter.
Run into more trouble.
Roll me a D100. A couple of more caravans pass by you guys, and you notice, Lord's Alliance monikers on them, and you are about, and you can see it from a distance as you guys descend down this plateau. Off to your left-hand side, you can see what is ostensibly the long, high crossroads. The high, long crossroads. Said it wrong. The high, long crossroads. And just out in the distance, in its majestic fullness, you can see what is the northern wall of the field ward of Waterdeep. What did you roll there, Winter?
8.
8. Nice.
Oh, man.
Suddenly, the clouds start to part, and the weather gets a lot better. Even though the road is a little bit muddy as you guys descend down the plateau and start heading towards what is now getting to be a little bit more bustling of an area as you guys reach the high, long road. You turn to the south, and now you are on the high, long road, heading into Waterdeep. Jack pipes in. We're just nearly 45 minutes, maybe an hour, until the gates of the field ward. Everybody have their documentation?
Yep.
Yes.
Is there anything
I'll
else?
put my badge on.
Yes.
What did you do?
I'm gonna put my badge in display.
Okay. Lord's Alliance is displayed. That's a good addition to this. Borak, anything from you?
I have my stuff, and I'm gonna start rummaging through my pack and just see if I can find like a skull or something I can put on my chest. I don't have a badge, but I've got this Taming the Beast romance novel. Would that be good?
Romance novel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got a romance novel. Where'd you pick it up at? I don't remember.
I can't remember where I picked it up either.
Right.
I'm looking back through my notes.
You've got that one. You've got a key.
I've got a book of sexy dragons.
Yep, you do have a
But
book
I don't
of sexy.
think they're supposed to be.
Yeah, you've got the book of sexy dragons. Don't you remember? You got it from the library.
I did get it from the library.
I added that one earlier.
Yeah.
You think to yourself,
Anyway.
yeah, I could probably put on that gem adorned eye patch. That would look kind of cool.
Oh yeah. And I try to fit it on my head, but it's poking my eye. Take it off.
What are you doing, Winter?
I'm just walking by Sebastian.
Start looking through and rummaging through your pack as well.
Yeah.
So you notice that asymmetrical comb, and you're like, "Yeah, that's." Remember where we picked that up? Don't you remember where you picked that up? That was just outside the Banshees, all that long time ago.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take them somewhere.
You got the two different cultist books. Those ones are interesting. I know that there's a lot of other books that haven't been read, and whether Borak could read them or not, that's unbeknownst to us, right?
Right.
Right. Did we decide that I'm getting all those books?
You can go ahead and put them in your inventory if you want to. It's all about the intent of reading those books.
Right. I'll maybe have them in my bag of holding. Do you have a spot where are they in one of the recaps?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Okay, I'll go search.
All right. Now you're only about 15 or 30, 20 or 30 minutes away from what is now appearing before you. This tall wall. From left to right, you're looking towards the south. From left to right, the wall just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you start noticing that it's 2 miles wide, 3 miles wide. You can't really tell how big this wall really is, but it's tall. It's enormous. Probably about 2 stories, 3 stories high, with jutting, what do you call them? Guard. Shoot, I can't remember what these things are called. Jutting towers that line the northern gate. You do also notice that there is a northwest gate, the troll gate. But you guys are coming in towards the north gate here on the high road. Winter, give me a history check.
$13.
13. So, not long ago, where is it at? Not long ago, what must have been 5 days ago now, you met an older gentleman that once belonged to the Zentarum, went by the name of Ulver. And before you reach the northern gate, you remember in the back of your mind what advice he had given you while being inside of this city. That the Zentarum know that you are still out there, that you still exist. You're not sure what their plans or what they're scheming to learn from you in particular, but you remember that he advised you to not be yourself while you're in the city. And as you get 15 minutes away from the north gate, you're reminded of this very, very quickly. Jack already has his documentation in hand as you reach the beginning of the checkpoint that is the north gate, because this does back up. It queues. There are a lot of individuals that are heading into the city. You see a lot of different notifications or indications of who they belong to, and there's a lot more Zentarum than you believe you've ever seen before in your life. Like it's kind of crazy that these guys are now open and part of what is now the new Waterdeep. Jack, however, starts going out around all these people that are waiting and continues on down the high road. You guys following?
Yeah.
I look
Yes.
to these other two.
So he keeps on going, and he's bypassing everybody as you guys get towards the north gate. Basically, he's cutting in front of the line. Here you are. The group arrives at the City of Splendors, Waterdeep. The north gate. This enters into the field ward. Soon, Jack Torber rushes you guys through as you make it to the enormous front north gates of this city. They are plain to see. There are lots of different city guards that you see on your left, on your right, back beyond in the north courtyard. You see all these different city guards, which the majority of them are wearing Lord's Alliance badges and insignias, indicating that the city watch is kind of taken care of by the Lord's Alliance. You hand over your documentation. Everybody go ahead and roll me a persuasion check as you guys walk in. Ultimately, this is like you guys are handing them over and then trying to hide the not all of this is like correct, but like whatever and stuff, right? But as you guys walk in, you kind of queue for a few seconds. There's like some rope that is outlined that heads towards a particular side of the gate. It's actually off to the side since you don't have to go through with any type of caravans, any type of carts or anything like that. Those ones have all queued on one side in particular. On the other side, however, are several other carts that are leaving the city in a much bigger of a hurry because they don't have to go through the customs of what it is. Or at least they've already gone through the customs. What did everybody roll?
23.
14.
8, 23, 14. Sebastian, for a few seconds, the person at the front starts looking over you and they're like, huh.
Well, I'm new to this, and I'll point to the bad.
Right. Well, you're Sildar's friend. We've all heard about Sildar before. He's a good man. Where'd you know him from? You remember, he's the first person that you guys ever talked to.
Yeah. Vandalin.
All those many years ago. It's the first guy that you guys ever talked to that got kidnapped and that you found inside of the Goblin Cave.
Oh, you're right.
That
was on our way to Fandolin. You're right.
This is months ago. This is the guy that gave you the job. And then as you guys were heading south of Neverwinter, you ran it. You found two horses on the side of the road. You followed the footsteps of the goblins and then found Sildar. Sildar then took you to Fandolin and basically took over for Warpin, the acting Lord's Alliance mayor of the town. So Sildar's known around in all sorts of parts. He gets around. Mostly a lot of people see that he's or think that he's on the side of Lord Neverever of Degalt, but I really see him as a seeking for what is the capitalism of our society, right? Anyway, you don't happen to be one of those Gibblerites, do you? You look kind of metallic, and you are you like one of those runners that we see in the city every so often, or are you actually going to be an upstanding member of the Lord's Alliance?
Outstanding member.
Well, and you're with Jack. I mean, that's not a strike for you, but it's not a strike against you. He stamps your documentation. Borak, he stamps your documentation. And Winter, he stamps your documentation. All right, to make sure that you stay with your magistrate until you get all settled in. I'm sure he's got a place for you guys to stay. Well, for the Alliance, he taps his chest as you guys walk in.
I'll do it back.
Or the Alliance.
Sebastian, you are welcomed in by the Watch, as they see you as a Lord's Alliance member. As you walk into the North Yard, this is an interesting location. There's lots of ropes. There's lots of ropes that basically go all the way back in this courtyard. It's basically everything is kind of sealed off so that people cannot go past these ropes, right? Like the caravans are coming through this way, and after a few moments you start to realize why. The amount of people waiting outside of these ropes is ridiculous. Is an inordinate amount of people. You see beggars, you see people without legs, you see people without arms, you see people that are burned, you see people that have scars all over the place. You see kids running to and fro that are trying to get past those ropes. And then you see these caravans and these carts and all sorts of things that are queuing to leave the city, that are running through what is the operation of import exporting. Every once in a while, you see like a little kid that's shining shoes. You see people that are begging and asking for spare change. There's older men, there's older women that are asking for copper pieces. Welcome to the Field Ward. This is a large courtyard, mismanaged. This is a large, what once was ostensibly a large courtyard that caravans would come into the city, and unfortunately, due to mismanagement, it grew into this hodgepodge of little tiny huts and hovels, and it basically fosters the most poor of the society. You see posters of missing children lining all these kinds of posts. Everybody give me a perception roll. But as you start to look past where this north courtyard heads, you see further into the field ward, there's one more giant wall. And that one more giant wall has towers just as tall, gates just as thick, and people stopping the field ward kids and destitute from moving into the rest of the city. Whatever.
I wonder why. No wonder they keep their most war-torn defending their north gate. Though, why do they look so unfed?
Passive or perception there, Sebastian, you nailed it. So, every so often you see a kid or two, or an adult or two, with tiny tattoos on their wrists or on their ankles, and it is a circle with very, like, obviously it's like a sunburst, but the rays of sunlight are very rectangular that come out from that circle. If you understand what I'm saying. So circle with all these rays that come out.
Yeah.
but they're not like, a fancy drawing of rays. They're like a clock would have, lines coming out of that circle. It's kind of a sunburst. Every so often you hear one of the watch guards saying something about how ridiculous it is that these fieldies line the gates to beg for change. As you make it to the next gate, which is the upper towers. You see 2 towers, 3-story, arrow slits, balusteria, parapets, just lining the outside of the upper towers. It's inordinate. It's kind of ridiculous. It makes you think of like a ridiculously police state, like an incredible police state. There are several guards, 8, 9, 10 guards holding crossbows pointed directly down at this little open courtyard at the upper towers. And that allows for all of those destitute individuals that are asking for alms and whatever, a shorter distance of how close that they actually want to get to the gates. The line here, though, is a lot smaller. The moment that you get in, the north gate, the much easier it gets to pass, as long as you have the necessary documentation and everything else like that. The doors right here are partially closed. The people that are able to enter can pass through this checkpoint without issue. It ensures that the field ward population is unable to pass into the city. And as you walk up, you hear the guards say, "Documentation, please." Jack hands over his documentation. Everybody else hands over the documentation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll hand over mine.
Search through each one of them. They look good. It's good to see you again, Jack. The moment the party goes through the upper gate tower, so the upper tower gates. I didn't describe that, but that's okay. You have now reached the high road entrance going into Waterdeep. It looks much like this as you guys walk into the area. Down the first block, you see several villas. These condo-like, townhome-like buildings. Very neat, very put together. Every so often, there's an inn or two. On the first western block, you actually see the High Flagon Gambling House. As you continue on down the high road, you pass by several different villas. This is the North Ward. This is people that are doing pretty well for themselves. It's not too, you don't have to make too much money to be able to stay in this area. It's loaded with different taverns, different inns, different feast halls. But amongst those, very what do they call you guys nowadays? Very hipster. It is a very hipster area. It is, not necessarily newer designs, but ones that have been refaced, refaceted, and have this cool, sleek look to them, even though it's medieval times, if you will. You pass by the Shaster Street. You pass by Zorin Street. Ever so often you see like these spires that just happen to show up as you look down each little road, and you can see off towards the Seaward as all these different spires of temples appear for just a few moments and then get absconded by a townhomes. However, as you are going down this high road, you notice that you are ascending slowly and slowly and slowly as you're going up what is ostensibly the mountain that is what do you call it? Shoot. The mountain that is basically a Waterdeep mountain. Off in the distance, you can see the castle. You can see Castle Waterdeep. But right below that castle, you see this entire ward that is different temples that has way more boisterous and ostentatious housing, with newer designs, better thatching, like all those kinds of things that you would expect from a realm that has, or an area that has more money. Do you guys want to look around at all?
Yeah.
So I live just down here off of Sumner Street. This is an area. This is the Tarm Villa that basically it's been set aside for me by the family. There's a few people that get to reside here as well. Spend a modicum of amount of money every single year to be able to stay here. It's good. Around this area, you can find a couple of different taverns. You can find a couple of different inns. But if you guys would like to stay the night with me, this is the place to stay. In the meantime, I think we need to get myself checked in. Most likely need to go to the Halls of Justice and speak with, points to Sebastian, the Jallister Silvermate. He would be a good point of contact. But, I mean, to the point of why we made it here to Waterdeep, if it's any consolation, I do appreciate you guys walking me down the road over the last week. This has been quite a ride. Let's not say our goodbyes yet, but if there's anything that I can do to improve my favor among you and among others, let me know.
I will be submitting a formal request, Jack, that you may be able to continue with us on our missions.
Oh, I do appreciate that. I've got a lot of work to do here. Unfortunately, the majority of the individuals that the families that I need to go speak with, they live around here. I'm going to give them my condolences, provide them the compensation that they deserve for their child's sacrifice for what we've all bought into for the Lords of Lights. But yes, it was an adventure. I do appreciate it. I'll keep it under consideration. Go ahead, Borak. What are you gonna say?
I was going to ask if that's why many people don't like you.
The reason why many people don't like me is, go ahead and give me a persuasion roll, just for fun. See if he actually tells you.
Nat one.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that there are choices that somebody makes in life, and they have to deal with the repercussions. No matter whether they believe that they made the right choice in those decisions, others don't believe you made the right choice. I'm living with mine. Yeah, exactly, Borak. Exactly.
Okay.
I'm living with mine. This will help. This will help. Let's just put it that way. People will come to see me a little bit differently. But as you know, Borak, I kind of sided with Lord Never Ember, and it hasn't sat well with a lot of people. Anybody else want to insight or anything? Persuade?
Yeah, I'll push a little harder. You got to be a little bit more specific, Jack. You've been with us for a minute. I think you can let us in.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
I mean, he's not
one.
wrong. You've seen us at our best and at our worst.
You know, I think Borak's worst was just the night before. Borak's worst was just last night. That poor guy.
Yeah.
Sebastian, I don't think. Yeah, I think Sebastian's worst was whatever you rubbed on yourself in Thornhold. That was just awful. But I do understand why you did it. And let's say that, like, right now what you guys are doing is you guys are walking south on the high road, as it slowly ascends towards the North Ward and the market, and about ready to turn and head east on the Solmore Street.
I did mean to tell us, when we came in and we saw those big towers and the guards and their crossbows, I don't think we should run into trouble here. It'll probably not be easy to get out.
Nope, it won't be. You need to stay in line here, Borak. Although I don't think you have much to worry about. You can hold your own. But if you need a friend, just make sure to say my name
Loudly.
Torver, like that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if you want to insight him, it's two nat 1 persuasions. I mean, I don't know how much more you're going to be able to get out of Jack.
All insight or persuasion.
Oh, well, ultimately, if you're inciting to see whether you believe what he just told you, there's that, or whether you're trying to get more out of him as to why he's so loathed, why others are so adamant to dismiss him because of who he is.
I'll see if I can persuade a little bit more out of him. 24.
24. I was going to say just a few moments ago, as I've seen Borak at his worst. I've seen Sebastian in that predicament. I've yet to see you, Winter, in a situation like that, in a scenario like that.
Weren't you there when I almost was murdered?
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's not... I mean, the worst part about it was the intent on murder, but I see it as your friends came to your aid, and friends coming to your aid is not what happened to me. Being who I am, I got to be on the side of Lord Neverember for quite some time. It allowed me some freedom within the community, within the city, to learn more about the ins and outs and the goals of a lot of different people. I had a minor crush on a girl that worked, and that place is called, yes, the House of Wonder. There was a mistress. And I don't mean that well, actually, I do mean that in that sense. There was a mistress that worked in the House of Wonders, under the she was basically one of the handmaidens for de Gault's wife, Lady Neverember. I'm not going to say that it was my best moment, but while being enamored with this woman, I took it upon myself to follow her home on numerous occasions. And it wasn't with the intent of doing anything. It was... Have you ever been truly smitten by anybody before. It was just that. That's what it was. Until the day that I found Lord Neverember going into her home. Over and over and over and over again. And I kept that a secret, knowing that if I stayed on Lord Neverember's side, I could use that as a tool to better my situation. Until it came out that I knew about the whole thing, that I knew about the relationship, and the friendship that I could have created with Renault, Lord Neverember's son. I badly damaged my relationship with a good friend of mine. Renault is a good friend of mine. And now I'm kind of paying for it. I took the station in Leylon because I knew it's between here and there. I'm closer to Degalt Neverember. He sees me as an ally on his side, but I'm still part of Lord's Alliance, and I'm still under this oath to ensure the prosperity of this city. So, that's me. That's why everybody looks at me. They see me as an individual that had the chance to keep his integrity, and when I should have, and I didn't. And yeah, that's why I've been getting looks for the last week. But that's my cross to bear. Even though I don't know who got crucified, that's not in this world. But anyway, so we're here as you guys pull up to the Tarm Villa, just outside of the North Ward.
This is a fantastic place. Thank you for putting yourself out there, Jack. We appreciate your... I'm therapy orc now.
Honestly, it's only like 3:00 in the afternoon right now in Waterdeep. It's not too late, and it's not too early. So, after getting to the Tarm Villa and getting a little bit settled, you guys, realize that this is, much like the barracks that you saw before. There is an area where people can put their belongings that is, away from other people. But it's a relaxing area. There's actually like a sauna in the back. There's like a pool in the back. There's different offices that you can use if you want to do any type of thing. And there's different services that are around this whole area as well. So if you need any messaging services, and I don't mean messaging as in like I want to write a message, like an actual cleric can send a message to an individual that you want to speak with. There's all kinds of things. With that in mind, I think the first thing that we need to do is check in. Let's go to the Halls of Justice and find out if what Jalister Silvermane has in store for you, Sebastian. Let's get your next what's the word?
Steps.
Your next mission in motion. As you guys walk out of the Solmore Street, headed back west, Winter, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
12.
12. All right. As you guys walk down Solmore Street, you look left or you look right. You remember where you're at, Winter. Like, you've been down these roads before. You know the sewer system a lot better than you should. but the layout of everything that you see here, it hasn't changed much. The facade has gotten better. The facade has turned into a little bit brighter, a little bit more colorful. Much like the depiction that I have here. A little bit more colorful and of these townhomes, of these condos, and everything like that. As you guys start to turn left and head to the south on the high road, you look down some of these streets, Winter, and you swear just for like a moment that you see somebody off in the distance that looks in, looks out, looks in, looks out. Like you can't tell whether you're being followed or not, but you're a little bit apprehensive, especially once you get to the next block, because your dream, almost like deja vu, as you head down this high street, you start to see that marketplace. You start to remember, and you see like your fine silvery hair like flip out in front of you for just a moment as you search around and you start looking, and you're nearly in that dream that you had just the night before, or just 2 nights ago. It's jarring. Like you're worried. Like have you been here before? It can't have been you that was here before. There's a horse and carriage that like runs by for a second, and you hear just like really, really quickly. There's a woman across the street with she's wearing a blue dress. It looks like you can't really tell. She's kind of like got her cloak over her head, and all of a sudden she gets like pushed off to the side of the road, and you see a couple of books drop on the street. Off to the other side, you see like 3 boys that are like playing some kind of game or something like that off in the distance, and you really can't make much out of what they're doing. Borak, on the other side of the road, as you get towards right here, the Sull Down Street, you start to smell the wafts of meals cooking, of different knickknacks, like tink 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 tink, of different sounds and smells and sights that all of a sudden get you excited about going over towards the market. Until you look across the street and you notice 3 individuals in, you can't really tell if they're wool, if they're linen, but robes, majestic robes, as they monk-like start heading towards the south and the high road in this direction, and start to go into this courtyard, into this very oddly shaped temple-like facility with a 3-story ascending cathedral type temple. You're not quite sure. There's letters that are up on the street sign, but you can't read them. What do you want to do?
If you two want to do anything,
all of a sudden the woman across the road starts yelling, "Hey, you got mud like all over my books. I just got these." What do you guys want to do?
I don't really need anything. Just find my next assignment for me.
I'm gonna go over and help that lady.
All right. As you walk across the street, a blue dress she's got on, with oh shoot, what is it? What's it?
Is her name Belle?
No. All right. She's got on, so it's silver trim, midnight blue with violet all up and down her vestige. She looks bookish. But as she like pulls back her sleeves to reach down and pick up some of these books, which are now, they're like 3 of them covered in mud, just absolutely obliterated with mud. You see bronze scales, and those bronze scales just barely start to go from that bronze color to a verdant green color. It's very striking as you get there. She's tall. You would say that for a Dragonborn, she's cutesy. She's got glasses that go to the point of her nose. She's tall and she's slender. Well, that's just... I've been working all day to get these books to find... Now look at them. And as you... Yeah, go ahead.
Can I use my prestidigitation to make them clean?
So as you pull out the prestidigitation to start to whoosh, wipe off all of the debris and stuff like that from her books, you're kind of, just for a moment, taken aback because you're staring right at those books. And you've got one of those books. You look at the edge of it and you see the words... 1 second. You see the words Queen of the Five Dooms. And the other book, as you prestidigitate that one, is a larger one. It's a lot more depictions of, and especially because you just prestidigitated away like all this mud and stuff like that, the pages have opened up and you see all these different dragons depicted in different scenarios, in different twisted environments in different ways, and there's not many words in that book, but one of them, yeah, you've noticed before, you've seen it before. I just got finished investigating all of this information, and now I was going to take it to my boss to show it, and then it's just got all muddy, and she starts to wipe it off, and then you like all of a sudden bluster all of the mud away from it. She's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much," and she takes a look at you and sees your silver. She's like, "You kind of remind me of somebody. Have I seen you before?"
I don't think so.
Oh, just that silvery hair. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that before. And you see that, like, at this point, like, her glasses like turn off to the side of her face as she pushes it back up. But because she's got a dragonborn snout, they fall off to the left, and so she pushes it back up. She's like all nerdily trying to keep her glasses on. So like, well, I was just doing this. I was just doing some, some not investigation, some studying up in the House of Knowledge, and I found these books, and I've been trying to delve more into like whatever this faction is, but I just can't seem to put my hands on like what this organization, how it's structured, or anything like that. Anyway, I've got other things to do. I'm heading down in this direction, and by now, if you're looking around Winter, you've noticed that the boys that you saw off to the side, they're no longer there. Borak, you still see like the 3 monks that are headed off, and by now have like closed the door to their little monastery that's off to the south, and there's just this dragonborn bookish girl that's. Jack is now like looking at all of you guys, and it's like, it's just right over this way, across the market, that we need to go to. Got to go to the Halls of Justice. Anyway, and she like starts to thumb through her books and make sure that they look okay. Anyway, like, it was a pleasure meeting, and you. Sorry, my name is Let's see here. Let's see if my name is right. Lyndon. Lyndon. No, that's not my name. 1 second.
That's not my name.
That's not my name. Maxine. My name is Naxine. Drekala. My name is Naxine Drekala. I just do some work for the Lord's Alliance and for the Magister, Jarlister Silvermane. He's got me looking into some few things, so I need to get going. I'm really sorry.
Well, Maxine, it was nice to meet you. Hopefully we cross paths again.
As Jack, sees it, he actually kind of like goes, "Oh yeah, that's Naxine. Naxine, we're on our way to the halls of justice as well. I kind of didn't recognize you there for a second. Anyway, we can just follow you with, if that's okay." And she obliges. What do you guys want to do?
I will actually, kind of looking at the monks, I'll kind of point and just tap Jack or Winter, because I think we've heard a little bit that Winter's been here before.
Yeah,
but I can't remember if that's
yeah. I'm from here.
Oh yeah, that's Jack chimes in there. That's the Monastery of the Sun. Just down there, you'll find a bunch of monks down there.
I need to go there sometime, but we can handle this for now, I think.
That sounds good. You start walking, just about 10-15 paces behind Naxine as she's heading down the Trader's Way. As you guys walk by the market, it is bustling with individuals. There are tons and tons of people out here at the market. But since it's about 11:30, we'll go ahead and pretty much stop there for this week. With the party entering into Waterdeep, having a certain amount of things that they could quite possibly do, and maybe after completing this initial thing, a little bit of downtime, maybe to go look for other things, to look for stuff.
Sweet.
So
I feel like that's cryptic.
Oh yeah, no, it's supposed to be.
Sebastian's going to get some welding work done.
Nice.
You could quite possibly get some welding to work done. It's gonna be costly in the city of Waterdeep. You could probably negotiate like time to do it yourself. I know that there is one up. The bent nail. Nope, it's not the bent nail. It's up here though. Steam and Steel. That's the fire genasi that fire genasi and water genasi that run that Steam and Steel. And I could delve into it a little bit more and figure out if there's any other locations in there. But
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, right.
Give Sebastian a place where his money's not quite enough to get what he wants.
Right.
Maybe give to the poor.
You've got some money burning a hole in your pocket.
It is the way of the light.
Thanks, John. It was good.
Hey, no problem.
Love it. I always feel bad because I will just sit and I will take all of the narrative and I will roleplay all of it. So, how can Holly jump in and take it back?
Yeah. No, I love it.
No, it's good.
I'm trying to remember where I put my notes on the market. Here it is. Yeah. So yeah, I've got loads and loads of stuff that are here in the market, not just anything that you can find out and about. So
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can maybe